Hey Julie, oh hey Julie, hey Julie, oh hey
Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Hasha Podcast. Manduru, yeah. Karibuni sana. I'm your host Jojo, a real nigga for real, and today is a very special episode. I have my fellow bad bitch in the studio today. Jitambulisha, tell the people who you is.
Wagwan. Hi people. Hapa ni Manzi wa Nairobi, aka Minor without the I, cause you know what?
She fell from
Bila kucheza
heaven.
na mimi, I'm on Bad Brains podcast and I'm so excited to be here. Pia sisi ni big fans of Hash Out. 1/3 of the podcast comes over.
He's a friend of the pod. Do you
Yeah.
know him? I hope you do know him.
Yes.
Big shout out to Melanin boy.
Simba, Dangote.
Karibu sana. I'm super excited to have you. Imekuwa a minute, like since we last planned that this is gonna happen. But I guess vitu happen wakati zinafaa kuhappen.
For real.
Umekuwaje?
Well, mi nimekuwa fiti. I've been doing a lot, like 1 to 3s.
Come on.
Nini.
Get into the bag.
But chasing what? Chasing the feeling that comes with everything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, karibu sana kwa podcast. Nilikuwa nataka we get into some things. We're gonna hash some things out, okay? So we want to talk about, first of all, the creative space in Kenya, sindo?
Yeah.
And najua nilikumiti na creative space in podcasting via Bad Brains, sindo? And then from then on, nimekuwa tu nikiona vitu zenye unafanya, spaces that you really interact in. And I'm like, oh my God, man. People are out here making moves, right? So nataka kujua, how is that journey? Kwanza tuanze creative space generally in Kenya, sindo? And then, because you're a podcaster, you can also talk about the podcast space right now. And then your journey, basically.
Okay. So, being in the creative space, I guess the creative space in Kenya in general it's people entertain, I don't know, entertainment yetu ni mediocre. So, like being in the...
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Exactly that. So like being in the creative industry and actually trying to push out real content and looking for your people. The space in Kenya actually recepts ukikuwa na really good content and if you actually plan out yourself and push it. But before ufike hiyo point, definitely kuna struggles and stuff, and it's usually high highs and low lows.
Yeah, valleys, ups, hills and valleys.
Yeah. And then about as a podcaster, I think the podcasting space in Kenya is more of people want to do distinct characters, be funny.
What do you mean?
Try and podcasting squeezy imekuwa more of like comedy. It's let's make people laugh. Let's talk about weird things. Kuna people who started podcasting just because they wanted to say something, just because it was a way for them to release. They're just creating.
Yeah.
Kuna mse mwenye anafanya podcast because akona hiyo audience ya kumsikiza na kuna kitu wao usema, you know.
And that's exactly that. As in, unapata, like, it's only the celebrities, the people that we know. And it's like, nigga, what exactly is you saying?
Because ukisikiza their topics, their conversations, ama whatever, it's really not it. But the
It's
audience,
because they're a big person.
Yeah, but the audience is so big. So with that, like the small podcasters who make sense wanna strive in their target audience, but getting it wider inakuwa distracted from what is already put in the industry in terms of that popularity in podcasting.
That is very much well said, Walai. Because pia mimi, like, being in this space, because nimekuwa in this space for a while, it's like, damn, okay, maybe it's just my marketing sucks. Maybe it's just that. Ama ni wale wase wenye wako already up there ndio wase wenye wanapata hiyo recognition. Mi wase wenye wananisikiza ni probably na follow Instagram yangu ama whatever, you know, but being in that space, and then it got me thinking probably ni sijui ni opportunity sijui ama hakuna tuanze hapo, you know, and ni really surprising kucheki like the podcast space in Kenya, but at least I can say it's growing. Hata kama tuko a little below, like atujafika up there where we want to be, but you can see like even the funding and even Spotify and whatever. So I guess ni a step
forward.
Yeah, but please tukumbukwe.
Ndio man, sikuwa tunajiongelesha in our studios alone. Don't be like that to us, guys.
Come on. But the family is growing. Actually, big shout out to the ever growing family.
Shout out.
Welcome to the family, man. Okay, now your creative journey.
Okay.
Like, where did all this begin? Najua mostly ni mtoke high school, wingi work hard. Hopefully you may work hard doing campus, you know. So alafu after that ni upate kazi, like an actual job at an office, you know. So ni point gani ilifika ukabreak uko? I'm fully venturing into this and I don't wanna.
Okay. So I think with interest, with like when you do something you like, it reaches a point in a overpower you doing something you don't like. Like someone I find in Anibo, get. So like
Bars.
No, I did finish school.
Yeah, come on.
But
Big shout
Manze, big shout out. Many graduates.
Your 1 degree hotter, babes.
I know.
Yeah.
So like during that period, kulikuwa na a lot of like thought towards me wanting to be a creative. And then vile ilianza was very random. Like
okay.
I was just seated, we were just seated and we were like, okay, I have a camera. I've always wanted to be a muse. Let's do this. And then that was it. Tukaanza tu randomly, Millen, Nairobi. And then from then on, it just went spiraling, branching into different things. Nikaanza kusema, unajua ukianzanga kufanya kitu, you always look for people who do something like you in order to like, feel comfortable and like have people to look up towards, some people to talk to and stuff like that. So like
who'd understand your problems.
Exactly. So sikuwa na hiyo type of community or anything. So I told myself, okay, to do what? So one day I was just walking by alafu nikaingia some place like a third space. Big shout out to third spaces, by the way.
Big shout out.
So like I just walked into a third space and then from there I did an event and then that was it. Like things spiraled, continue adding more value in my creative side, doing more things, trying more things. Napata, it's just a seamless river flowing in a
okay. To pay resume right now, give the people, because all they know you're part of Bad Brains. What else do you do?
So
what are these creative spaces in Uminga into?
So first of all, I'm a CEO and founder of a community-based organization called Bonzovat.
Come on. Ebu kwanza hapo niekewe. Pum 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 pum.
My community is where all types of art come to mingle. So that was the idea when I began like the events thing, where people can come over and get to see each other, collaborate, be able to understand, because like it's just ni youngins watakuja, ni mtu mwenye I'm trying this, I'm trying that, I'm a producer, I'm a musician, like just
we can do network, collaborate.
Exactly. So like when the community was formed, it was basically to just bring these creatives together and support them in any way possible in terms of giving a platform if need be, introducing to third spaces and stuff like that. So that's Bonzo Art. I'm also a fashion stylist and a model. I'm a video.
Yes, well, pyum 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 pyum.
Alafu, I'm a special designer. I do sets, like production sets, and also, like, events and stage.
Actually, big shout out to City Boy Studios.
Yes.
This set is done by City Boy Studios. Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. I don't think resume yangu iko na kitu ingine.
But resume ni ndefu.
Ni ndefu, but saa hizo ndo
Come on, big shout out to creatives, man. But sasa tuongele in terms of, okay, unajua kuna hiyo the system imetweka in chains, man. Ukimaliza degree unaenda thinking about, as in when nimefikiria tu sahi tumekuwa tukitaja third spaces na probably tuna assume wase wanajua what third spaces are, so maybe unaweza expound more on what third spaces are. Yeah.
So third spaces are places that accommodate creatives, ama creative centers, ama like studios, ama places that creatives can actually hang out and do their thing. So like with third spaces, it just depends with your type of creativity. Kuna people whose third spaces in studios, kuna people whose third spaces in workshops and stuff like that. So with whatever you do, you look for somewhere that you can be able to fit in with your art and meet people of your type there. And hivyo unapatana na tribe yako ukiflow. So that's the best part about the third spaces, because when you move to a third space, you are most likely to meet people who do what you do and people who think more like you. So like itakuwa easier for you to be able to do what you want to do, because itakuwa na either a guide or like someone to learn from.
Yeah. Unajua hadi sasa hii ilikuwa nimefika a point yenye I'm really expanding my circle to creative like spaces, because my friends tasema wao ni square, but like ni wale wase wenye wako detached from social media type of, so no one has a YouTube channel, no one is in any form of creativity, you know. Maybe yes, well, they have a good sense of fashion, like they look good, but it's not like they're into fashion venye mtu anaweza sema I'm into fashion, so there wasn't any creatives around, and I'm like, yo, I need to take a step back and really get to see how is my creative journey gonna look like. And the first space for me to be as creative as much as I wanna be is to be around such people. Yeah, so come on, when you're creative listening to us in whatever fashion, maybe when you're a podcaster, when you're a YouTuber, when you're set designer, you love fashion, I'm a sports, like anything.
Food, imagine the creativity.
Hata food, ukwe food connoisseur hapa, utupe hidden gems, man. But in whatever aspect, just try and find a community, you know.
True.
And it's easier because I would say like wakona even the same hunger as you. It's like, oh my God, you're a, because even me, when it's sasa nimeingia into the space, everyone is like, oh my God, you're a podcaster. Oh my God, I really want to be on a podcast. Or whatever. And it's like
your drive, like you're more. Uko more motivated because the people around you are motivated to do things and also see what you do as a step forward. Unajua, other people might not see the step forward, but someone who knows what you're doing will always see the step forward. So like ukiwa around 50 people kama hao, mtu anakwambia, hey Julie, you're doing good, I saw your new episode, umefika season 3, shout out to us podcast. And then sasa unaona like people, if 10 people tell you that, you'll be like, okay, nataka kufika season 5.
yeah,
why not?
Yeah.
You know, like, and that pushes people because mtu mwenye anaona will push you forward.
Come on, big shout out. As in Ata, I think before when we were having a conversation, ulikuwa umenishow, like when you started making creative friends, it even pushes you harder because it's like, oh, nani ameenda this event, oh, nani amehost that event, and it's like, I need to pull my shit together
And do what I need to do.
I do what I need to do, so that people will be like, oh yeah, I saw that. Come on, help me with that. Let's do something. So big shout out to creative spaces. Pia me when you get into like this space, I'm like, I don't know how I thought I would be welcomed. I'm
Like
received. But then it's just like, okay, I love it.
Yeah, everyone is always vibes, man. It's just vibes and inshallah. There's no weird.
Na hii podcast ni vibes and inshallah.
Of course.
Okay. So, ulianza kwatia hizo vitu zote. Ulianza na gani?
Oh, so I'm going to make like a distinction and then realize of late. Like, okay, siku realize nilikuwa najua, but nime realize like people didn't like know that's a distinction. So like Millen ama manzi wa Nairobi is the fashion model, the videography, photography girl, the cover girl, the magazine girl.
Kidogo tumebaki Vogue. Yeah, that's the only thing that's missing.
So that's Millen, that's manzi wa Nairobi, but only manzi wa Nairobi. So Millen herself, the creative, is under Bonzobat now, the founder who has a vision for all creatives. Now is the person who does set design, the other things. So my main as an individual, Mimi Sasa Manzi wa Nairobi, my personal brand, that is fashion. I work on fashion.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Sasa for my baby brand, that is where all my other creative aspects come into, because being a multidisciplinary artist already starts.
Big shout out to multifaceted people. Who said I have to stick to one thing? I will eat from the whole buffet, babes.
Kila kitu.
Yeah.
Nakula hadi mrenda.
Mimi napenda mrenda. Hizo shot ni tamu as fuck. Wallahi.
I'm going to try it one day.
Okay.
Niliona tu.
No mena. Oh.
Hata nilikula juice late. I was like,
at first mimi nilikuwa naona ikiwa weird because like kama hizo macho zinanicheki.
hata mimi
Zinanicheki.
na feel hivyo kitambo na shanga. Okay.
Up until I tasted na siku hizi ni kufinya hiyo shit. Yeah.
Dish mbaya.
Okay. Tulikuwa wapi?
Tulikuwa about like being a multifaceted artist.
Oh, yeah.
So being multifaceted and doing so many things stands for my baby brand. Like I call it my first baby, in terms of that is what birthed the other creative side of me, in terms of me meeting other people and like doing events and like reaching out to a community made me realize that I can actually do this.
Yeah.
I can actually do this. So that birthed the multifaceted artist.
Okay, that's nice. Na sasa hadi hata sasa unakuwa more indulged in everything. I've seen even you've done a few events.
Yeah.
Maybe you can talk about the events that you've done.
Okay, so for the events that I've done quite a couple in terms of my own and in terms of the ones I've helped people. But I'm just going to talk about zenye nimefanya as my brand. So I've done two episodes, two seasons of Bonzobat. You guys better wait for Bonzobat 3.
Go follow on Instagram.
I'm ready. Yes, go follow on Instagram and like check out and interact with the past posts. So nimefanya 2 of those. I'm supposed to do a major one this year. My main aim with those ones is to do them quarterly. Quarterly. That's why kuna editions. And then I also did like a podcasting event ilikuwa inaitwa Urban Accents.
Woo! Akiacha nikushow. So guys, I think hadiata nilikuwa nisha produce like the video, the clips of that I'm gonna be there. I felt so bad. But then I was explaining to the other guy, I was like, it's not that I wanted to come, I was super excited. Mse hata nilikuwa nishaandika my first like nisha script things I will say. Like nilikuwa ready. Sasa ni costume imebaki, nilikuwa nimebakisha viatu. I had the full costume, viatu bado. Like I was ready. And then it postponed. See, you guys postponed from the first. So it fucked up my schedule the day you put niko jamani. Nitakuaje, nitapasuka msamba. I can't be here. But I was super excited. Oh my God, nilikuwa podcasting to the world, bitches.
Yeah.
Na ni mimi na represent.
I know, right?
Okay, I was
a
super
beautiful event. And after that, I did network and
I saw all the videos. Everyone was like,
Wednesday, it was vibes. After that, Network and Chill, which was a collaborative project. Also, Urban Accents ilikuwa collaborative. And then after, like, I've done quite a couple, but all of them have been collaborative projects, which I've been chipping in with my other
whoever you're,
yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to dive into najua venye system imetufanya ama like the school system is really ingrained to the depths.
To the depths.
So to break out from the chains and the shackles.
Kama Paulo na Sira.
When you break out from jail, it's hard. So I want to know how how even your parents received that information
Okay, definitely.
that I want to be an artist.
Okay. So kitu yenye iko ni with the older generation ama with our parents ama
Baby boomers, man.
So with them, it's they've been through something that worked for them. Unaona, with them wao wakiwa 22, 23 kama sisi walikuwa already married in a house, you know.
Now akide, you at your age, you should have had 2 kids by now. No, na slake hapa.
Jude, unaona, like
unafaa kuwa mama nani already.
Hey, you know, so like to them, a system that works. They got out from school, got into jobs, got their first salary, married, got kids. You know, there was a way, and the system worked for them till our age in terms of being able to provide for us consistently throughout the years. So like hiyo ni assurity. Wako na assurity in terms of the income comes in monthly. Sitawahi sota, najua if it is 30 coming at the end of the month, it is 30. Kama ni 150, it is 150. So it is up to me to invest, to do this, to do that,
to put in the effort, kuamka mapema.
Money ninapata on a monthly. So like me waking up or you waking up or any creative waking up one day and saying, okay, I'm choosing the unorthodox way and moving towards something that is not
certainty. Kama itajipa.
You know, it's
not
it is just riding on a feeling.
Yeah.
You are riding on a feeling in terms of you're very
that is well
in
said.
what you're doing. You want to just do you and produce the best that you can from within, like from yourself. Unasema, nikishika hii kitu, I know it will look beautiful. Ama nikisema hivi, people will be able to understand what I'm saying. You know, that's oozing from you. So like you decide to go with something that comes from you, it may look like uncertainty to them
a lot,
but
even to yourself too.
Most of the times it does happen. Kwanza kukikwa na hizo lows,
Bro,
guys, you'll be sitting
I am calling my friend. I'm like, oh my god, that's a new show. You know,
ulia kama Alejandro naingia kwa bafu hivi neka nywele maji and I start going by like Alejandro type of tears because don't play with me. But you get what I'm trying to say, like it's just get it out. It will happen. See, it will happen. You'll forever have doubts and stuff, but with you doing something that you love, na unajua inatoka from within you, see ati you're struggling ama nini,
especially you're not struggling. Unajua kama ukifanya kitu yenye hupendi for some reason, you're always ni kama it's an effort, like it's too much work. And then pia when you do something that you really like, ata kama haijipi, you don't know why you appear every other day.
It's a feeling. You are chasing a feeling. It's a feeling.
Let me tell you, like I think that's one of the best things. Like ata hujui ni aje unasikia, lakini unasikia tu. Unaona venye like some of you are in they're riding a feeling in a failing relationship. You know, like some of you. But it's like, okay, I'm not seeing the result. I am doubting myself as fuck. My parents are not making the choice easier, you know?
True.
But it's just like, I'm loving it. I'm like, I can't see myself doing something different. I'm like, it's amazing here. Let me just say, it's amazing here. And
but
see.
The thing is, when you walk into a creative space or when you want to be a creative, when you just be alone, you always see yourself fading in terms of you can't see your success alone, as in ukijiangalia kwa kioo nangi nimekuwa mkubwa mpaka mtu akuja kwambie
ndio
uko aya
nimegain weight,
ama you start realizing when you don't fit in your pants anymore, you realize you're
by yourself.
You just had to pick a point where it had to be shown. So like with consistency, with you meeting people, with you trying to find out what works best for you as a creative, always gives results. Itajipa na ikijipa imejipanga. Sure.
Makofi tena, you know. And even Okay, my chain of thought imepotea. Oh, we are our biggest critic.
Yeah, true.
You are your biggest fucking critic. Me saa zingine I feel like hakuna shit yenye nimefanya. Like na feel, but then nikipatana na probably like my friend who hasn't seen me in a long time, or even my friend who nimeona tu ako, haya niliona this and this, ama this and this, ama when I tell someone I'm feeling low because I feel so and so, akomsei umefanya hii, ukafanya hii, unajua kufanya hii, jana niliona ulikuwa hapa, like what are you talking about? Ndio sasa inaku take a step back uko by the way.
And then you start watching yourself.
I know, niko mbona nilikuwa
greatest in the world.
What? No one can tell me shit. I'm that nigga for real. Like I'm that nigga for real. Lakini wewe hawezi ona, like you can see this is how far I've come, you know.
Yeah.
That's why it's always important to say a gratitude because you're living in your prayers.
Yeah, true. Answer
5 years ago,
yeah.
you know. Na though ukiwa hapa unaona tu, yes ni vizuri kucheki future, but like appreciate the present,
Like,
you know.
don't live.
Yeah.
Live in the moment that you don't live past the moment. Usi iruke just because you think ati you're not doing what am I doing what. Yes, kutakuwa na days that you feel like that, but slap yourself and wake up because unalala. Hey! And I'm kind of kazi.
Man, kumekucha jamani. You're still asleep when people are making money. Umecheki?
And people are making money.
I know. Umecheki email mwenye ni mtoto anasema look at me in 202 sleeping kabla kununua shamba. Ama where was my grandfather when other grandfathers were stealing?
Wow, you old man.
Man, unge break the generational.
Angetuletea generation. Well,
I am out here struggling and my grandfather would have done better.
Hey, you remember the time that kulikuwa na the dispute for Taita? Like kulikuwa na title deed of a dispute and Taita is owned by 2 people. Like you are like
for
your
real
land on 2 people. The nani Mamangina and some other guy. So
Maybe
walikuwa
they
na dispute. Only grandfathers wao waliwaibia mali bana.
Wall gonna slack. This is me working and I should be a Pilates.
No, Taita is from my title deed. This is my inheritance.
Yeah. Anyway,
But anyway, fuck those people. They stole from us and that wasn't
because there's no one I don't like Mama Ngina. Okay, like what exactly will you do with the amount of wealth that you have?
I know, and she's still chasing
people away from the come on,
the small to see upeane yako kapushon kadogo tu like.
I know, come on. Have you only checked a story that was there a while ago? Ya wase wenye walingia kwa shamba ya Uhuru kuiba makondo. Wewe unasema nini? Anko yangu alikuwa Todie wametuibia sana. It's about time. Chukua pick up tunaenda huko pia sisi tutoke na nyama ya tuko shali.
Why you mad?
You know, but anyway, let's go back to the conversation about baby boomers and accepting the creative space and having creative kids and people like us Gen Zers who are like, you know what, fuck the system, bro. Like me, I will do what I want to do and just see if it's gonna give. Na hakuna venye inaweza kuwa push na haitawahi give. Maybe it'll take a long time, ama it'll take a short time, but it'll give eventually. But I'd rather do something that I like.
I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Not a long time.
Yeah.
A good time, bro. Me, yeah. Exactly.
So, with like the boomers and like the older people and like parents recepting to things, man, unaambia mtu unadai kufanya kitu aiwaka alafu in his head ama in her head ama in their head they're thinking okay so say this is your 20s mahanjam unajua ni
munaenda hapo kutumia mihadarati kukunywa na kukuwa na vijana
unaona so ini mahanjam to them it's mahanjam yeah the
you're
age,
young
you know and okay they'll say ni mahanjam and stuff like okay this is that and that is this na itakuwa we can't take you doing that because now utafika 30 and then now fail, utakuja enda kukula pesa ya pension yao, you know, now bado watakulea tena, and that's their biggest fear, because unajua najua nimekulea to a age where now it is time for you to lay yourself.
That's a good perspective to see, especially from the parent side.
No, you just have to be in their shoes. Unaona, okay, at 30 years old,
you don't wanna be at you're certain you're at your mom's place.
So like to them, they think it will fail. So when it does, what do they think you'll do? Go back to them kwa kuchunge tena. Unaona, kabla you get to your feet again, you're 30, maybe you're 27. Sasa everything that you've done imeenda into shambles. That's what they think. Wanadhani maisha yako itasambaratika and stuff. You know, like they just panic because it's not a sure road. Unaweza pata.
So it's not usually from a bad place. It's from a fear-based belief.
Your parents want the best for you. When you are basically their creation. What do you think? Well, ukizaliwa, they have a vision in their head for you in terms of anajua nitamaliza shule, mtoto wangu nitamweka nursery ama kindergarten ama whatever, amalize aingie primary school ama academy ama ndio wapi tutampeleka after aingie secondary ama whatever, and then moves and then gets to college just like what they did. And to them, the studying was hard, so they make the studying easier for you in terms of fees and availability to school and shit. And it costs them a lot. I invest in investment, and then investment yako inakuambia saa cheki sidai
zero return.
You've been investing on the wrong thing. That will definitely make them mad. It will make them mad. But as a human being, as a person, you have the right to make your own decisions in terms of if that is what you feel you are supposed to be doing, ama you have the drive to do in terms of see ati unajisikia tu and then you become lazy, because itakuwa you'll chase a feeling, yes, but you can't survive on feelings. You have to get
in the work,
to find a way that it will work for you in terms of monetary value. That hata kama unafanya kitu unapenda tufanya ama you're doing what you love doing,
it also has to give me something in return.
It has to give me something in return, because that's my money, my time, my
effort,
intellectual property, you know. It's me, that's what I produce. It's everything for me. I'm giving you a good in the market, or I'm giving you a service in the market. I would like to get something back for my service. So like, yes, you might be doing something you love in terms of, like, I tell people, come on, you podcaster, in your head think about hosting, emceeing, because that's another way of you using your voice, because already you're very comfortable with talking to people on so like ukifikiria, okay, what other way can I do it in terms of I still want to talk to people, I'm still comfortable with conversing with people, so what options do I pick? I can pick hosting, I can pick emceeing, whatever comfortable thing I am doing, which italeta when you still do what you love. So podcast yako inaweza fanya ads, inaweza leta, so you know, like, just think out of the box in terms of where will the income come from. But mzazi, definitely with time you'll do things that make sense, because una strive towards making it your lifestyle. So like, ukionesha mzazi unafanya kitu unadai and it actually sustains you, they'll be like, okay. Tulipigana,
acha tuone unafika wapi,
nataka uende hivyo, but now it's making sense, let's see essence yake. Juu unajua sometimes ukimwambia vitu mzazi anaona unasema jaba, ini jaba, I've never seen it work, what do you mean it will work?
All these things are just new to them. Technology, the creative space, content creation, it's like, what do you mean you make videos and that's what you're living on? You know, how do people pay you to make videos? They don't really understand what so it's not ati hawataki ni tunakuogopea. You know, like we are just kind of
looking out for you,
projecting our fears on, and maybe you need to break out, because pia kuna when the parents are like, oh, whatever, and it's like, you know, go be a doctor. Hata kama sitaki kuwa doctor, unangangana tu miaka. Can you imagine?
It's usually
so
tough.
Sad.
It's usually so tough. Na inakwanga like, if someone actually falls your path, anasikianga uchu, like, there's nothing bad kuliko kukua mad at yourself ama regretting on your own actions. Like, umemaliza sasa, umefanya medicine 6 years, umemaliza, all your creative friends, all the people that you thought were in your creative circle are 12 years ahead of you in the creative time
in terms of work,
things, projects, stuff like that.
portfolios.
Exactly, wako 12 years ahead. We uko 6 years of school, 0 experience in the job market. The job market wants you to have 2 years, 3 years experience. Utaitwa wapi? Attachment ulikataliwa ama ulienda hizo rounds juu ka fail. Unajua, you don't know what's up.
Yeah.
You might not know what's going on. So kuna kitu mbaya ka kujijamia.
Okay. Na experience yako we personally, at first ilikuwa hizo vurugu and then now they cool.
Yeah.
Imekuwa after how long?
Ilikuwa
Actually, after how long have you been in the creative space? Like you really delve into it and be like, this is exactly what I think I was kept in this earth to do.
So now that it's February imepita, I turned a year old in the industry on February, like February. That's when we dropped our first project, February 12th. That was when I turned a year. That's in 2024. So it's been a year. So articles then.
Oh, fuck. Is this zinaitwa deep songs? Oh my god. Onomatopoeia. Yeah, because recently I just met my English teacher wa high school. Alafu nizile mnapitana huko nimsalimie. You know. Man.
So like,
okay.
Ilikuwa definitely tough in the beginning in terms of they couldn't understand hiyo kutoka unaenda kufanya nini
wapi na nani
and kufanya nini in the first you're still depending on them in terms of you don't have money,
you broke as fuck,
so you want to leave the house and you're like, okay, unapewa maybe the money you were supposed to go with to school or somewhere else, ama inabidi you make up places to go, ama you just say every day I'm going to school and you don't have school, so you survive on those funds. Wazazi hawajui wewe tu uko shule unafanya vitu zako, you know. And then now when you ukiboeka with doing something you don't like and you're like, I want to make more time what I love doing. So now you start making more time out of the time that you don't like. Unaanza kutoa hiyo kitu
stand hiyo daro
utasema siendi hiyo daro. And your parents things uko class, but then siku yenye ata find out uendi shule ama siku ata find out uko class ni vita. Okay, but then now we move towards sasa umemaliza shule ama now it has been your decision that I'm not going on anymore. Umeamua sasa hizi miaka zimebaki, wacha nifanye kitu kingine na maisha yangu, you know. Hiyo sasa hapo that is where the danger is.
That's exactly where are you going,
you know,
you have no job,
you're trying to break a shackle that is. So like your time, it's a very tough period and you're always like guessing like ama wazazi wangu wanajua chini wanasema, unajua they are older, they know what they're saying, but then kuna ile inner voice ya like, I know what I'm doing and I can look at the progress that I've been doing hii kitu chini ya maji na sasa imejulikana. I'm looking at back because ukishikangwa in such situations you just look back and you're like, epiphany, kumbe mimi ni mngori, unajua
mimi mngori wala
pushing my pee all the time. So like unapata either upate hiyo drive ama you just realize what they're saying. So ukipata hiyo drive now you keep doing it and definitely sasa one day itakuwa ile sit down ya you don't know what I've been doing.
I got a portfolio, mom.
Let me show you.
Cheki, hii tulikuwa hapa, hii nilikuwa nafanya nini.
So like akiona hiyo progress for themselves and then they'll be able to understand, oh okay, so haikukuwa
like,
jokes.
Yeah, si kuenda kuzurura.
Kuzurura, you know. Ama it's like a child akikwambia anachora, unaonanga tu anachora out the lines, that's what they think. We're just drawing out of the lines in life. But ukipata mtoto amekwambia anachora in the unashanga, aya amecolor in the lines, okay, you actually colored in the lines.
It's
so
like
now from there they're able to give you like more direction in whatever way they feel wise from. Sasa unasikia nakwambia fanya hivi, this is how you can actually get money from it. That's when now they start getting supportive. They actually see at least result of what you're doing. Isikuwe result tena ati sa umefanya vitu mbili, like at least accumulative result in terms of this is how I've grown, this is my growth so far, I've done this in a very short period of time and I'm very comfortable with doing it, and I think if I continue doing it, it actually give results. Ni kama biashara, unajua, it's like entrepreneurship. Hiyo ndio kitu iko. Ni kama biashara, you actually bet on it and then hope that it actually gives back. So basically itafika tu hiyo point utakuwa uko chonjo,
uko sawa, you're going
studio. Sawa.
It's okay. Make sure you're okay.
Go safe. You know.
Usitoke late sana.
Yeah, so exactly. It just happens. And as long as you're pushing yourself as an individual.
Come on. So what are you telling the creatives? Tell something to the creatives who are listening.
Well, guys, nasikia leo nimekuwa mentor, like
utaanza ku-DMiwa. So let me tell you, I'm so and so, and this is what I do, and I live here, and I don't know where I can go to such spaces.
Yeah, DM me, join my community. It's very open. I'll send you the feedback form.
Link.
Kila kitu.
Whatever.
You guys join, and then you can be able to like access other creatives, third spaces, everything. Yeah. So the other thing that I can tell the creatives, oh my god, creatives out there, hello, how are you? How are you feeling this day? It's a sunny day, and everything is going to be okay. Like, kama unasikia, you're shaken in terms of you think what you're doing is not right, but you have this inner feeling, I'm actually doing what I
think
feel.
I'm onto something.
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing exactly that. Then you just keep going. Don't stumble, fall. Just
keep it strong, keep it gangster.
Don't backtrack yourself. Like, just progress mbele. Ukisikia, like, compete na mtu, but like just make sure you are competing with yourself in terms of, I need to do this, I've done this, I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this, and then now with that utaweza kujirate, utaweza put in the market and put a price on yourself, because that's the hardest thing as a creative.
It is hard.
Price on yourself, because unasema sasa naenda kuongelesha watu na how much, unajua, ama naenda kufanya nini na how much,
msaki kuletea gig uko fuck, anakuuliza what's your rate, what's your budget.
Handling a camera, so like unataka kunilipa to handle what I like doing, okay, how am I supposed to charge you, because it's not I just think it out from the top of my head. So with that said, like work towards being a better creative, utaweza kujiprize na kujirank in terms of mimi mnoma naweza itisha hii do na nipe, because the things that I do are worth that money.
Like you can see,
forever need creatives. Hiyo nayo ni kitu iko, they'll forever need us.
Actually, let me umesema like such a good point that aufai kutumia other people's wins as competition, like against yourself. Inafaa kwa motivation for whatever you're doing. Because saa zingine wase who confess tu, ati utapata ati that's why people are against social media, because you can really see people's lives. And then people are like, oh my god, wako 22 amenunua Lamborghini. And me, I'm out here doing the ghetto shit of jabbing.
I'm moving around and I'm just here.
Niko hapa nikitisha conductor anipe sosa ndio nikae back straight. Like kuzu mwingi wako nyuma yako hata magoti zake.
Oh no way.
Alafu na cheki nikiingia pale Instagram, who is in Dubai, who has been bought for a new car, who has an apartment, and goes dream where, you know, and you're like, fuck, I am really not doing anything with my life, you know. But also even the creative space, naweza chiki Millen amefanya hii, nikwe Juliet hakuna shit yenye unadu, like we kazi yako hapa ni kulala. So kazi yako hapa ni kulala, kazi yako hapa ni there's nothing you're doing.
Hey, Dr. Kaz. You know.
So use it as motivation to do what you want to do. No.
True.
Okay. So I put a poll on my Instagram a while ago. Na ilikuwa inasema, well, I was in this dilemma. See, it's like a situation. I don't think my situation was in this situation, that maybe nimetochezoea your design. Ama nimekuwa nikikuona around but hatuja interact hivyo like in any particular way, so no. But then the first time unaniita outside, like ni kama kuna sexual innuendos, you know, like you wanna do something, you wanna say something, you're like
You want to look at something.
like god damn, umenikaribia, like Allah, what's mbona unaniangalia hivyo? Like kuna unataka kunidinner, like what? So nika put like a poll, and the poll was, do you think when a guy like this is a first meetup, ama like yes nimekuwa kucheki but sijakuwa kucheki your design twende out nini, or even just a guy that you meet the first time, like ni the first meetup and they're already doing a winkle at me. Yeah, unaniangalia ni kama unani undress, you know. I feel like to me, so the question, actually let me say what the question is, nisiseme what to me is, ilikuwa does that in a show venye anakucheki like in his mind, unacheki venye anakushow venye anakucheki, wewe ulisema jibu yako ni gani?
No.
Yeye alisema no, mimi nilisema yes, because msay in the first time na uko already all over around, all imebaki tu in, you know, and that is where you're going, and that is where you're going with this conversation, looking at me in proper ways, man. I feel like I feel like haunioni, like uko hapo already. I feel like if you genuinely like me, hauko hapo already. Like you wanna get to know me, you wanna like before tufike hiyo point ya nini, it's gonna take a minute. Like if you're really into me, that's my perception. That's me.
Okay. So
explain
just to
yako.
make things clear, nikisema no, I just wanted to like conversation Julie, because I was just like, okay, si niseme no. Ju, why not?
Well, okay, yeah.
Najua kila mtu mwingine atasema yes.
Yes.
Hata mimi if you asked me in any situation I just say
Okay.
yes. But I also have a reason of why to say no.
Okay.
In terms of, yes, definitely itakuwa weird that I've met you today and you're like, oh, sijui nakubeba.
Sir!
Nikushike wapi?
Ay,
You know, like it's weird when you do it like that. Ama every type of joke, ama every sleep word, you're just like, pause, unaniambia mimi. You know, like, okay, it's weird, especially if you are not like sexually inclined, attracted physically or anything to this person.
Okay.
If it's someone mwenye hata unamwangalia unamuona, okay, Alejandro.
Wakufanyaje kwa maji?
So like if it's Alejandro to you, trust me, hautakuwa na any problem with it. Unaona? Wewe hautakuwa like you're a problem.
Well, probably mwenye aliniweke that conundrum siko hizo either.
Juu, trust me, mimi nimesikia watu wenye wamesema ati I was making out with him and then you had a lot of saliva. Now how do you have a lot of saliva? Okay, kuna watu wenye they do a lot of weird stuff, but I just thought he has a lot of saliva.
What does that mean?
That it means that he was just disgusting. Like, it was just disgusting. You know? So like, unaona, it's just dependent. So my reason for no also was like, mbona mtu a waste time in terms of wewe unanicheki na mimi nakucheki.
Hey, so kuja pole.
So like, why are you wasting time? It's always best kujua like mapema in terms of, I want to say it earlier. If I don't like your advances, stop.
I don't think like
umenishika hivyo mbona, why are you touching me like that? I don't like how you're touching me. Stop. Sawa, but ni mtu mwenye unataka hizo advances, you're waiting for it. Doesn't matter how soon utadu. So that's totally dependent on you if it is a yes or a no, depending on the person pia.
Okay, yes, but I feel like hata kama uko hizo idhaa, sindio, haudai anything whatever, I feel like the first meetup msee hata tunafaa kuona kama kuna a vibe going on in whatever fashion. But me bado sija figure out, ni kama wewe umefigure out kuzuko all over me. ama vibe isn't that necessary. I know, like
ulisema nikifika huko whether what I find or what I get, I shall conquer.
Yeah.
Alafu unaweka cologne, unakuja kuniambia.
Ako hivi.
Ati do you know what bees are never busy? Boobies. Takuzaba.
You know, like, goddamn. Pia wewe unafaa ku like come slowly. Acha tucheki kama tuko, kama are we on the same page? Nataka kuona, are we on the same page? Ndio sasa iko ndio kama tuko pia wako hizo idha na mimi hizo idha. Ndio so unaweza bring up the conversation. Ndio sasa tuone kama mimi niko sawa na short casual or short term whatever the fuck. Yeah. Ama whatever, but damn. Get off my face, man. Ama when you say Alejandro, that's actually the problem. Actually, sure, that's exactly the problem. Because if it's the person you want, yeah, where you're slightly, and you're even encouraging it. Oh, mwingine uko iyo. Oh, mwingine uko. Yeah, you're.
Because my worst part is I get into like tomboy mode. I'm just like, Mika. Radaka unadaini.
Unaweza kumuita bro.
I like get into like ghetto mode, and then I'm just like talking to them.
What's up, nigga?
Radaji. You know, like I'm just like give you.
Anenda kuku uko rada. You know, yeah, you have to. Say, what's your go-to move? Come and say, ako hizo idha na we udai.
So just
like, is it a face? Is it words? No, I have a boyfriend.
I get irritated. Alafu after getting irritated, my personality changes into Romrende. I just become Rada G, and then my conversation, like how we talk, changes immediately.
Like the order even.
Like,
yeah.
Nakuwa like I'm gonna bite you as in unade ntaku.
Cross me the wrong way.
Cross me. You know, like I just use weird words, and then the guy's like, "Sure, he's ghetto." You know,
it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
I wonder what I do. I have to think about it. What do I do when someone is like? I think I'm gonna be like, stop, stop, and then it just goes stop. I'm saying at first I'm trying to be cute, like. I want you to know it's not okay, but I'm saying it, I'm being girly about it, you know. But then nikisema, unadhani hapa ni like, I need more nudging. I need more nudging. I mean, I'm just being nice. And then all of a sudden, I just stand and say, fucking stop. Like, what's the problem?
Ooh.
Like, I'm saying, Kadi, you're not getting the air. The fuck? Anyway.
You can't read between the lines. You're blind.
You blind. Anyway, I want, like, the last segment of the pod, we usually talk about the music you've been jamming to, the movies and series that you've been watching. Because any movie heads over here.
Music. My music taste varies, flows from different genres. I listen to all genres apart from rumba and bongo.
Wasichana wote wananuka kukobata.
No, and also that genre inaitwa aba what? That thing.
Let me tell you, nilicheza hii ngoma, the eyes I was given, ako, do you listen to these songs? Do you listen to them? What do you have against them? Niko na G-bag.
Unanuka kukobata.
Eh.
Unanuka kukobata.
Wongo.
Mimi sinuki kokobata, mimi nanuka another scent. Mimi si wao basi, mimi si wenye nimeimbiwa, so maybe I don't get it. Because you guys smelling kokobata, I think you get wasichana wote wananuka kokobata. But I get it, but I don't like that.
Yeah.
Unajua kuna a way that you feel bad when your character dies. Minor was my character, my to-go-to character
when he was
in terms of he was hilarious as hell in terms of vile alikuwa mecheesy, like he's cheesy himself. So like when that character died and moved into a rapper with all these weird ass lyrics and baseless, senseless songs and
Niko jing na majong na majing na majong.
Unajua, so like I was like okay. And then now the worst part about it is that the people who were supporting his content creation type of thing flowed into his music and actually started supporting mediocrity. Unaona? Hiyo ndio shida. Because now that I liked him as a content creator, I pretend I like his music. Okay, the beats are good, but na feel not, this is not it. Like, this is not how music is made. Music should sound like.
Which one do you prefer, Basi? The gengetone that we used to listen to in high school?
I think the
new gengetone.
I think the old gengetone was better in terms of like production and stuff, because people came out with their original pieces. Like nimekaa chini, nimeandika hii ngoma, hii ndio beat nimeproduciwa, I have a producer. Now everyone in the industry is getting elevated, because a producer will be elevated in terms of his creativity is used to make a beat. Artist hata kama ataenda kuimba ngwati, atafikiria rhymes zina mata. Unaona? Atafikiria.
Kuna dhani si the same side.
You know, like ata sema lines zina make sense. But you're just sasa listening to them. Nadai kukudigi nisikie dhidhi. What is that? You know, like, ni kama kuimba kudhigidhigi madhogodhani. Okay, like what are you
saying?
Okay,
oh my
like, that was like hiyo ni ad-libs. Sasi hiyo ni yana make your beat and even the screaming and the shouting made sense. And then at that time it was like a wave, a movement. Sasa sahi na feel ni kama this movement this wave is not making sense in terms of
for TikTok dances.
Exactly, that is the base audience. Like people don't listen to music anymore, they just use it to move their bodies. So like bora iko na beats na rhymes, nitasema bubbly ngakicheka kicheza bubbly, you know, and people will bubbly to it.
Yeah, especially the guys. Gosh, get off the internet, man. Mnafanya nini hizo? Yeah, I do get it, but pia mimi niko team old gengetone. What? You should see me in my room. Why not? What? Actually tunafaa kuwekewa an event. Yeah. Get up, ni mtu wako wa kando, ukilalisha bana na pita nako.
What? Nice.
Yeah, take an event, please. Gengetone for the, you know, and your time to require high school. So my funky entertainment.
Sasa for sai nyinyi kuniambia you like it's weird, because haujawai sikia any older person akisema I like the old gengetone in terms of our older next to old generation. Like watu wenye wakiwa form 4 tukiwa form 2 za gengetone, ama wenye walitoka era ya dancehall.
Wao walikuwa dancehall.
So sisi tuko na influence dancehall like old gengetone. Then now the other high schoolers now influenced old gengetone and now na urbantones. Sasa wako tu hapo wanadai kudigi na kudhidhi. So like for you telling me you like that sound, I'm like, it sounds too childish for us now. Like in terms of sahi, I expect you, okay, not expect you, but nadhani music intellect yako imefika to a point that you listen to music for some certain thing, either ni kuchill, ama ni to create, ama ni kufanya nini. So
ama ya kutingisha matako
bana, ukinidigidigi na digidigi.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming to the podcast, man.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
Ngoja, so utatupea music yako enye umekuwa ukisikiza. Yes, tunaongelea music, but
nimekuwa nikisikiza Masego a lot. I listen to Masego and Kamau a lot. So
Masego and Kamau.
Yeah.
Kamau, okay, I know one of these songs. Yeah.
Everyone knows Garden, but now if you don't know the other songs...
Are you really a Kamau fan?
Yeah, if you don't know...
Yeah, I'm not. I just know that one because it trended all over.
Yeah, because like akona ngoma mob actually, and his music, his vibe...
The same as that song? But that's not my song, imagine. Me, I listen to gangster shit.
I don't listen to gangster shit that much. I just see nasikizanga tu but music nikisikia kama failure.
Gosh, so some bad bitch music
shit. I'm in the garage, take a spin. Hey, Kadiana shout kama sikia, mimi najiambia I'm a bad bitch. Out in public, I don't cook, I don't clean, let me tell you, bruh.
But anyway, thank you so much for coming to the podcast.
Thank
Super
you so
excited.
much
It's
for
been a
having
little there titties. Yeah, ambia wase wanaweza kupata wapi, wakufollow wapi, and all the good stuff.
Okay, you guys make sure you follow my community at Bonzovat Kenya on Instagram. DM me if you want to be a member of the community. Every creator is accepted in the community. We always find
There's something and someone for you.
We always find something and someone for you one day. Tunakupatia the perfect match. Apart from that, follow me on my Instagram, Millen, and check out YouTube, Buster Rap. We have an episode out. It is the firest fire in the room right now.
Come
Go listen to
on.
On Me by Chris Black. Hey,
Marathon.
Nikataka kusema Chris Brown alafu nikakumbuka ni Chris Black. Sasa hapo katikati
Oye.
Chris Black. Na Mikey na kijana wenu, it's also on YouTube and all Spotify, like iko kila mahali. Apart from that, making sure me follow Buster Rap and City Boys. Shout out to City Boys for having
Big
us
shout out
over.
to City
And
Boys.
the vibes and the inshallahs and everything is
If you like the set, kindly make sure me double tap.
Yeah, that's it. It's inactive. Oh, and Bad Brains. Tujatoa episode ingine in a while, but just go binge on our past episodes.
And there's something cooking.
Yeah.
Tuko jikoni.
Tuko wapi? At the heat
Jikoni.
of the moment.
Come on. Thank you so much for coming. Mimi, follow my Instagram at Smoothie, the podcast page. Kindly interact with the reels and the stuff. Good things are coming. There's something as tumesema, tuko jikoni is cooking. So make sure you follow our pages so that you may see like if there are things popping up, if there are things you need to come out to, and meet us and meet other people in the space for sure.
Yeah.
So make sure to follow, umetusikiza. Na I hope ukisikiza hii episode, like, share, subscribe.
Now
Yeah.
tap the button.
No, we
Just
tap the
because it's
button.
stupid short is on your screen.
What? Fine ones. Okay. And until next time, adios.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Hey, Julie.